Which one should I get? What should I get here?
I'll go birthday cake.
You want one? This is $1.
In 11 miles, take exit 53 towards Sanctum.
All right, Alexa, we get it.
Did you just call Siri Alexa?
I did, and after I said it, I said that's not Alexa.
I've never had this one. So this is peach iced tea. What I wanted was the Arnold Palmer half and half iced tea, half lemonade, 0. They only had the light, which still has 14 carb per serving, and I think there's 2 servings in the can, so it'll be 30.
That's really good. It's very like refreshing.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
It's really good.
We're heading to a warehouse right now, about 40 minutes away from where we live, where they sell like old, new, and used gym equipment. Pro Gym Supply. So we're gonna head in there and see what they got. This place is enormous. I don't know if this whole entire thing is Pro Gym Supply, but the guy said they have a ton of stuff in here. What are you doing over there? Instagram storying? Maybe we should pick some of these up for the gym too. Maybe just a little one. Gotcha.
How big is the gym in Forum?
It's about 5,000 square feet.
Okay. That's
I mean, right now though, we
got a lat raise, shoulder, low row. Do you need it?
Quick update. Yesterday, so also we went to the warehouse to go check out some equipment. The main thing we're looking for right now, right over there, is going to be the cable stack. We looked at an 8-stack cable system. So you have chest fly, 2 lat pull down, 2 rows, tricep, kind of like it's about this high, and you can actually
the skull crusher.
Skull crushers with it. And the other side is bicep, where it has a creature curl attached to it. Hammer
we were looking at.
We checked out last week. I was in touch with them last night. We still want to grab it, but we want to set up the cable stack first and see where we have room to put stuff. So that's the update on the gym so far. I think once the cable stack is in, things are going to start moving forward. And then we get started. We want to make sure we have everything in place before we get started, so it's a good experience for you guys. So right now, Britt and I are going to hit a back workout. We got barbells, dumbbells, plates, and kettlebells, and some bands. This is a dynamic warm-up. You can't do this in the commercial. You can, but when you come to this gym, feel comfortable. Do whatever you want.
And back broken.
330 pounds. Okay, this one.
That's like 40 pounds. I can do that one.
It's actually 100.
That one? No, it's not.
It is. What do you do with it? Alright, let's get started. Not too much. How you doing? If you can, after you check over the dumbbells and see if you have a truck available, if it's possible to get it today, that would be awesome, but if not, we'll work out a day. But yeah, just give me a call whenever you check into everything. First up, inverted rows. You don't need rings. A lot of people do this on the Smith machine. That's the easiest way to do it because you can adjust the height of the bar. And the ways to make this easier or more challenging has to do with your foot placement and your back angle. So if I'm up here and I'm doing a roll like this, that's going to be much easier than if I start to slide my feet out and I become more parallel with the ground. This here is going to be much harder, and then of course this is going to be the hardest. So you got to find an angle that works for you to where you get your reps in, and then you can slowly inch your feet out as you progress. Another thing to keep in mind with this exercise is you want to keep yourself tight. So squeezing your glutes the entire time, because what you'll see a lot of on this exercise is people get lazy, so they do this, and then they just like slouch it like this, and then they're pulling themselves up and it just looks so weird. So get yourself almost in like a plank position, as if you were to do a plank on the ground, but inverted. So we're staying tight here, retracting, so shoulder blades back and down, pull up, squeeze, hold, and go back. So just like that, again, make it harder, like this, make it easier, like this. So any coaches or personal trainers out there working with beginners, this exercise is great for them. It's a great way to build their confidence as they get better at it. Next up, we're gonna hit some pull-ups. Now, Britt's actually gonna do assisted with a band. So we're gonna show you how to rig that up. If you're someone who can't do pull-ups or chin-ups unassisted, or you don't have an assisted dip machine where you put your knees on it and there's a plate stack, a band can help you out with that. So I'm gonna show you how we do that. I'm gonna throw this right around here. And again, all bands come with different amounts of tension. So you wanna find one that's gonna assist you a little bit, but not too much that you're not doing any of the work. Now you can see, I'm not even, here, look at my hands. I'm barely touching the bar, but this is springing me up a little bit. So that's gonna make a pull-up or a chin-up a lot easier for me. 2 fingers. So for someone who's not good at pull-ups or chin-ups, using a high tension band to help them, and over time reducing the amount of tension of the band. So you go from this thickness to smaller, so they're getting less assistance, therefore they're doing more of the work, getting better, until someday you don't use the band anymore and you start doing them unassisted. Boom. So again guys, this is a perfect way to progress. Good, keep going, come on. There it is. Good. Remember, we're not trying to go to failure because you want to save some reps for the next set, so.
5. Look at those lats. You're getting 12 because I did 8. 2 more.
One thing I want to explain too real quick about pull-ups. Width of your grip does not equal width of your back. I see people doing a lat pull down and pull-ups like this. Now your range of motion is really only this, or if you bring your arms in, you have a much greater range of motion. So I say just outside the shoulder width is completely fine. If you're doing a chin up, coming a little bit closer, involve a little bit more bicep. Other thing, you don't have to do this. Notice how my shoulders are rounding forward? That's taking tension off of my lats. So when you feel a full contraction in your lats, that's a perfect pull-up. You don't have to bring your chin to your chest over the bar, so this would be a full range of motion pull-up. Come up to here. Right there, I'm fully contracted. Any higher I go, I'm just doing this. So that's not really helping my back. You wanna be tight, shoulder blades set first, back and down, retracted, pull up, squeeze, back down. Similar to a barbell row, but we're going for a dead stop. We're trying to be explosive. We're not using any momentum, and every rep begins on the ground. We're treating each rep like a single. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna get ourselves as tight as possible. We're gonna pull explosive and try not to use leg drive and let our hips move a lot. So we're just going like this, pull, back down, get tight again, and then pull. So it's gonna look something like this. Again, my form needs work, guys. You know, I'm not perfect here. I'm not trying to be, but I am working on it. So again, as tight as possible. Really take the tension out of the bar as if we were deadlifting. Right here, big breath. Back down. So some mistakes you see is this. We want tightness. One big thing I noticed that I do, I've seen other people do it, and I don't think a lot of people realize it unless you're filming yourself in the gym, but you want to create torque. So you actually want to drill your feet into the ground and almost like you're screwing them out. So it's going to tighten up your glutes. And you're also thinking about driving your knees out. I know this is something you wouldn't commonly think about during a row, but during this exercise specifically, and I noticed myself doing it, is as I'm pulling, my knees are collapsing in. That's not what I want. So what I'm thinking about is really driving my feet to the ground, turning my feet outward like this, which is also gonna turn my knees out. We're screwing our feet to the ground. We're thinking about driving the knees out while keeping everything tight. So same thing with the deadlift. As I mentioned earlier, you don't want this happening. So this is what you see often. This is what happens to me sometimes. So really make sure you're keeping yourself as tight as possible every single rep.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm leaving that in there.
I got so amped up. What was that?
I'm leaving that in there.
What'd it do?
This? Yeah.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
I did the pendlay rows and I got so amped up because we had the music blasting. I did dumbbell rows and didn't even take the camera out. So that was the next exercise. Now moving on to something that Brittany actually just thought of. Cool superset you can do with a band. We're doing a face pull right here. We always try to hit those rear delts and then we're just gonna go straight into a straight arm pull down like this. One thing I like about the band is you have the ability to actually spread the band apart and force your elbows out. So instead of just pulling straight back, you're pulling out and back, which if you just had a rope on a cable stack, you're kind of limited by the distance of the rope. So banded face pulls, I think could be better than your typical cable stack thing. If you feel like getting crazy, you can just go ahead and go right into a single arm bicep curl with the band. Like that, so you can turn a superset into a tricep, so 3 exercises. You know, when you're real crazy, you can just go ahead and do some tricep press ups. I think you guys get the point, but there's a lot you could do if you're limited on equipment, or if you're in a hotel. If you're traveling and you know you're not going to have access to a fully equipped gym, buy yourself some bands and just bring them with you, and I promise you get pretty damn good working out. This mini bar, I actually don't know how much it weighs. I think like probably 15 or 20 pounds or something. It's just easier on my wrist doing barbell curls with a 7-foot bar. If you ever get wrist pain or pain over here, a lot of times it can be due to a straight bar and it's just not comfortable for your wrist. So using something like an easy curl bar, doing a neutral grip or using dumbbells will allow you to change your wrist position, whereas a fixed barbell won't. But that's why I'm using the short bar, it's a little more comfortable. So we're gonna do 5 sets of 10 here. 5 sets of 10. I just showered and I've now tried to record this clip like 8 or 9 times. I just can't do it. So Britt's just go ahead, just close off the video so we can wrap this up.
So this video is over. So make sure you leave a nice comment down below, a nice one, we'll be watching. Hit subscribe, the little bell so you're part of the notification squad, you know the next videos are coming. And what's the other one? The like button? Did I say like yet?
I don't know
if I didn't say like, give the video a thumbs up.
Update on the equipment coming soon. Got a call from him. We're just waiting on a truck.
I'm gonna go do insurance.
Insurance for the gym.
Adult life things. Got to go to the bank. All right, we're done. I'm done. Let's go.
I think we're both done.